Whether it is inconsiderate thumbprints on the electro-navigational devices of modern flying machines or the fancy Dan eyewear of today's most fashionable pilots, grimy glass is a nuisance that haunts us all. iCloth Avionics has created a sensational solution unlike any other. Introducing iCloth, an astonishing product that is safe to use on delicate instruments, touchscreens, glass, and control panels inside the cockpit and out. The anti-static wipes instantly remove dust, smudges, and grime and leave no unsightly streaks. Made from DuPont Sonterra aerospace-grade non-woven fabric, iCloth is manufactured in America. Eccentric entrepreneur George Lonergan founded this robust company along with his trusty protege Peter Hartland. This grime-busting duo worked with a team of chemists and multinational corporations to develop the finest product of its kind in the world. So convincing is the work of iCloth Avionics that military flyboys, commercial pilots, and aeroplane enthusiasts around the globe count iCloth as an invaluable part of their flying kits. But don't take my word for it. Flyboy Mutton Chops, the aviator famed for being one step ahead of Baron von Richthofen, has been known to swab his shades and his gauges with a single iCloth. Prospective clients who feel the need to further investigate the iCloth phenomenon can use their transistor tabulation machines to visit www.iclothavionics.com. This has been another rousing edition of iCloth Avionics, product news of the world.
That's actually mostly a true story. Yeah. Thank you guys all for coming today. We'll keep this really short. I don't even know if I need the mic. We'll keep this really short. I just wanted to give a little bit of backstory on our product, and that's a great introduction to it. Steve Thorne from Flight Chops was kind enough to put that together for us maybe about 2 or 3 years ago. So the logo and artworks and stuff has changed since then. But the reality is, you know, we did develop a product that was originally nothing all that special. It was a regular cleaning product for glasses, and it did what it was supposed to do on glass. We started doing some work with a sporting good manufacturer in Canada for hockey visors, which they're physically impact resistant, but they can be really easily damaged by conventional cleaning methods and products. Like they can take a hockey puck at 200 miles an hour, but they're going to get scratched with a piece of paper towel. So we went and we took our product to them, and we did some testing. And after 2 weeks of this frozen hockey puck, we discovered that the formula we had and the material we had wasn't safe for use on any of those, what we now call sensitive optics. So at that same time, I just received a 19-inch monitor LCD monitor that cost me $2,200, right? And at the time, we bought those monitors not because they looked so great, but because they gave you an extra 4 feet of space on your desk. But the reality is, again, those were one of those surfaces that you could damage with Windex or ammonia products. You could wipe off the anti-glare coating and things like that. And as I'm going through and dealing with this stuff with iTech, the hockey company, I start seeing these surfaces everywhere. My glasses went from being glass, they went from being a polycarbonate lens with a coating on them, anti-reflective coatings, all these things. So, and then my phone went from being a flip phone to a Palm Trio with a screen on it and a camera lens on the back. So we started doing some research on all these surfaces to find out what they were chemically resistant to, what kinds of materials that we could use that would be non-abrasive in our cleaning wipe. And we went back and we redeveloped something that would be safe for use on those. And we took that back to this hockey company, and they did the testing again, and we even added something in there that would give it some anti-fog properties. Went back, passed with flying colors. It was great. We started adopting that formulation and non-woven into all of our other products. And this is where the aviation world started to come into our sites, and it's currently happening again in a bunch of other industries. the technology is that are adopted by industry and in this case aviation, it seems like it's going very slow, but the technology is moving very quickly in industry, but the maintenance and cleaning programs are not going along with them. So we had this product and the pilots at Air Canada were buying our product at retail to take it into the flight deck because the product that they were being supplied wasn't good enough for the new glass panels and removing those things. So over a period of 2.5 years, Air Canada asked us to get spec'd in. We had to go through all the approval processes and whatnot. And while we were doing that, they started putting the in-flight entertainment screens in the back, and at a cost of like $20,000 a seat. But they get them in there, and I get this urgent phone call saying, we've just put these seats in, and we have no idea what to clean them with. So we were already in that approval process, and so we went back and we worked with them, and we came up with a solution that worked. It was a canister in a tub thing at the time with our formula and our towel, and it worked. And that really launched us in. And now we're in 30,000 flight decks every day and growing. We do most of the major carriers in North America. We're getting all kinds of business inquiries from around the world, but mostly because that technology and the time that people have to evaluate the process and products in aviation for commercial use takes a long time. And once we have the approvals, so we're getting that business. But it's through the aviation community and pilots that have requested a better solution or needs that have come up that have really changed who we are as a company. So I was happy every time I get a chance to address anybody in aviation to thank the community, and you guys have a really special there's a special feeling in aviation that you don't see in any other industry. We're currently developing products for use in healthcare and education because, as you know, kids in elementary school are now on shared iPad programs, and they have to have clean devices, or the teachers want them cleaned every day, and that's necessary. So we welcome the opportunity to work on challenging and specialized problems, and one of the reasons why we're here today and at this expo is because of our latest product that originally we worked on with Air Canada and again with Steve Thorne from Flight Shops, and it's a fantastic. We'll take a short commercial break here, and I'll show you a bit about that product.
You already know iCloth for their screen cleaning wipes, but now they have an extra large wipe that's perfect for aircraft windshields. The fluid formula and wipe material has been approved by the aviation industry, and as long as you use proper technique to clean the windows,
you go straight lines.
They won't scratch or streak, so it's pretty awesome. The iCloth XL wipe was designed to be safe on sensitive surfaces and is available at Amazon and directly from iCloth.
Steve does a great job with those things. So that's this product here, and so we have each of our products are designed for use on specific sized items. So we have a small size for handheld devices and smaller, so great for use on your glasses or your iPad, your phone or a camera lens and things like that. So that requires a very low level of moisture, and the cloth needs to be almost dry so there's no moisture left behind. And then we have our large wipe, which has been in use by the airlines for a long time. And that one of those wipes is big enough to clean the EFB in the flight deck, and then all the avionics displays and the heads-up display as well. This new product, which you just saw there, obviously does a really big surface. Currently, Air Canada and Delta are both purchasing this. Air Canada is using it for two things. They're using it grooming in the cabin. So one of these wipes will do a section of 45 to 60 seats, all the windows and in-flight entertainment screens, and they'll use it on the overhead bin anywhere the fingerprints will build up. And because the formula, because of what we did with for the anti-fog and whatnot, it has some lipophobic and hydrophobic properties, so it'll actually repel the oils and greases. So the more you use it, the surface will become resistant to fingerprints and grease, so it becomes easier to clean over time. So then they're using it for grooming. They're finding a lot of advantages in the speed and efficiency, and also being able to tell that the job's being done, because one box of 10 wipes will clean an entire wide body jet, and that's what they give the groomers. If they come back with that box, they know they didn't get done. Additionally, the benefit is, historically, you know, the groomers go on with a spray bottle and a microfiber cloth, and they start at the back of the plane and they start working their way up to the front. By the time they get to the front, they've got a very dirty microfiber cloth that they're cleaning on all the stuff. So this allows them to have that optical clarity throughout the plane. Now the pilots are actually enjoying this as well, because they're able to not only clean all the electronics, but it's big enough to clean the windscreen and the dash, to keep that clean and free of dust, so that when they're flying at night, they don't get that reflection from the dust on the windscreen. Yeah, they use it on the inside. And if it's not a hot day, like on a hot day, the formula dries up very quickly, but pilots can use it on the outside of the windscreen as well. So in general aviation, a lot of the planes, like the plane that Steve was just cleaning there, the windscreens are Lexan, and for flight schools they have to be cleaned prior to each lesson. And what you'll find is because of the microfiber towels and the paper towel and whatnot, those little circular marks that you get when you're flying into the sun, that's from cleaning it with the wrong thing. So this not only doesn't scratch, but it also helps clean the surface and get it cleaner faster, so there's less wear and tear. So you'll have less of that, and your surfaces will prolong. Sure.
Does it get rid of those circles then?
No, it won't get rid of the circles. It will get everything that's in the circle, in the scratches out. So like, for example, on a DVD, it won't remove the scratch, but often they'll return it to playability because they get everything out of there. Yeah, so it's we haven't gotten to the scratch removal yet, but if you use this product, then you won't have those scratches to begin with. And it doesn't have to be this product, but I mean, it's the wear and tear and using the wrong thing. And the challenge that I've been told in flight schools is the microfiber towel can drop on the ground, the guy picks it up. Microfiber is designed to pick stuff up. So whatever you just dropped on the ground is gonna scratch that surface. Yeah.
It works completely dry. I got a bunch of bugs in my windshield.
Yeah.
Get them wet, get rid of most of them.
So this wipe here has about 8 ml of liquid in it. I mean, it's got, yeah, come on. So that's been open for quite some time now. So yeah. So it's very tough. So we use an aerospace grade material. This material itself has all kinds of approvals from different airplane manufacturers and OEMs, because there's very low linting. It's physically tough, so it doesn't pull on any of the stuff, but it's not abrasive, and especially when it's pre-moistened with our formulation, it does a great job for getting the bugs and stuff out. Not only does it get the bugs off, but the next time the bugs will be a lot easier to get off. Yeah, and the longer you use it, it has an accumulative effect. Yeah. So, all right. Yeah, we sell them. So we sell them in various different formats, and part of our challenge as a business has really been designing a distribution channel for all of our clients. So Delta and Air Canada United, they buy in pallet quantities. There's 80,000. There's 60,000 wipes on a pallet, and Delta will buy 4 of those every 6 to 8 weeks. But we sell through Amazon, and we have our own website. We can sell through distributors and whatnot. And we have all that pricing rate. But Amazon's obviously a great place to purchase it. It's very easy. but we're happy to work with or work directly or work in contract or whichever. Yeah. So all 3 different sizes are available on Amazon or through our website. And we pride ourselves as a company as being great at customer service and doing everything we can to make the customers happy and solve problems. We kind of like that. I've talked to a couple of gentlemen out here today that have some very specific problems, some of them not related to aviation. You know, you guys, a lot of you guys are hobbyists. So this guy has a laser engraving company for medical devices. So he puts little like QR codes on knife blades, and the laser is very sensitive. And those kinds of things are things that we like to gravitate to. So it's an interesting business. Any other questions? No? Yeah, thank you guys very much.